Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Trinity Episcopal School versus Kecoughtan High School. Let's play.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for Battle of the Brains, Virginia's long-running and only televised high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia who are competing for a share of $20,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation. The academic athletes joining us today are the Titans of Trinity Episcopal School, coached by Pauline Crowling and Ned Trice. Trinity Episcopal School is located in the city of Richmond. The private liberal arts high school has an enrollment of about 500 students who learn to be a part of something bigger than themselves with the help of the school community so they can grow and thrive. Trinity Episcopal is Richmond's very first international baccalaureate world school, receiving that designation in 1994. Also with us today, the Warriors of Kecoughtan High School, coached by Ron Lieberman. Kecoughtan High School is a public high school in Hampton. The school's stated mission is to provide an enriching, stimulating, challenging, caring, and safe learning environment for all the students. A big welcome to all of our players today, and great to have you with us here to play Battle of the Brains. Our match today consists of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Let's get underway with the first toss-up round. Good luck, students. Soul Train was an iconic musical variety show hosted for 23 years by Don Cornelius. In 1975, what British singer was the first white performer? Charlie.
Elton John.
He was the first to appear on the show. Elton John sang Benny and the Jets and Philadelphia Freedom. Robert Kennedy's memoir, 13 Days, is an account of the Cuban Missile Crisis that took place in October of what year? Matthew.
1962.
That is correct. Located in the Campo de Miracoli, it stands 117 feet tall, has 294 steps to the top, and is 17 feet, Owen.
Leaning Tower, Pisa.
That is correct, 17 feet off center. It is the largest museum in the Western Hemisphere. The Metropolitan Museum of Arts displays over 2 million pieces, including Botticelli, Rembrandt, Degas, and Rodin. In what city is the Met located? Matthew.
New York.
Correct. Born in Ballymena, Ireland, this actor got his first role in the movie Schindler's List. Name this actor known for his role as Kecoughtan Jin in Sam.
Liam Neeson.
That is correct, in this Phantom Menace, Kecoughtan Jin. Who was the first black Supreme Court justice appointed in 1967? Matthew.
Thurgood Marshall.
Correct. A eukaryotic cell that has a cell wall but lacks chloroplasts is classified as what? Charlie.
Pass.
Jason.
Animal cell.
It's actually classified as fungi.
Oh.
You may need your pencil and paper. At Gina's graduation party, the ratio of boys to girls is 5 to 3, respectively. If 10 boys leave the party, the ratio becomes, Matthew?
4 to 3.
I will finish the question. That is incorrect. The ratio becomes 1 to 1 if 10 boys leave the party. How many people were at the party before the boys left? Kecoughtan? Sasha?
80.
There were actually 40. The biblical Uriah, the Hittite captain sent to his death by King David, was husband to what beautiful woman?
The
Charlie.
Queen of Sheba.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan? Jason?
Mary.
It was Bathsheba. According to tradition, King Holu of Wu summoned this man to lead the successful assault on the neighboring Chu. Name this 6th century BC Chinese general to whom...
Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu is correct, to whom the art of war is attributed. All right, students, take a look at the video monitors. Here's a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is completed before ringing in.
How many civilians were killed during the 1770 Boston Massacre?
Jason.
5.
That is correct. There are 7 deadly sins. I'll name 6. You supply the missing sin. Lust, gluttony, greed, anger, envy, pride, and what? Matthew.
Sloth.
Correct. In mathematics, this term means change in. For a variable x, Matthew.
Delta.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Kecoughtan. For a variable x, it is usually symbolized as delta x. What is this term? Owen.
Prime.
It's actually increment. You may need your pencil and paper. What is the derivative of 5x to the 4th plus 4x squared plus 2x? Matthew.
20x cubed plus 8x plus 2.
That is correct. The 1960s civil rights sit-in movement began at a Woolworth store in what city? Matthew.
Montgomery, Alabama.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan? Owen?
Greensboro, Alabama.
That is incorrect. It was Greensboro, North Carolina. And the actual counter is currently on display at the Smithsonian Museum. Good job by our teams. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Find full episodes on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Trinity Episcopal School with 60 points and our team from Kecoughtan High School with 20 points. And we will get back to our match just ahead, but first we want to introduce you to today's players. First, let's meet our team from Trinity Episcopal School. First up is Matthew Roberts. Matthew is a senior and enjoys dual citizenship both in the U.S. and Spain, he says, through his grandmother. Runs track and wants to study economics. Next up is Charlie Lowen, who is a sophomore, is a Star Scout in Scout Troop 1893, has done over 20 musicals with the Character Works Theater, and enjoys playing chess. Our team captain is senior Matthew Wadelick, who runs track and cross country, is president of the Sports Broadcasting Club, and wants to study nuclear engineering. And wrapping up our team is Sam Woltman, who is a senior who likes to study history, enjoys cycling, and would like to become a civil engineer. Big welcome to our team from Trinity Episcopal School. Great to have you here playing Battle of the Brains. Now let's meet our team from Kecoughtan High School. They are the Warriors. First up is Jason Ward, who is a junior, is the low reed section leader in the marching band, also a member of the show choir, is captain of the show choir, and plans to earn a degree in music education. Next up is our team captain, Owen Erickson. This is his 4th year doing Scholastic Bowl. After high school, he'd like to study architecture as well as in a career, and is a member of Model UN and Youth in Government. Next up is Sasha Johnson. Sasha is a junior, is field captain for the Kecoughtan Warrior Marching Band, is a member of Kecoughtan's branch of Youth in Government, and plans to pursue dental hygiene. Wrapping up our team from Kecoughtan is Michaela Kelly, who is student ambassador for Hampton City Schools, plays on the golf team, is president of the medical assisting class, and plans to attend UVA for pre-med after high school. And a big welcome to our Kecoughtan High School team for joining us today for Battle of the Brains. And now our teams are going to play the category round. Each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. Teams, here are today's categories from which you may choose. They are Latin phrases, U.S. currency, and beaches. And we note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team. They cannot defer, but they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. By the rules, the high score team gets first choice of category, so that is Matthew and the team from Trinity Episcopal. What category would you like to play, Matthew?
We will choose U.S. currency.
All right, answer the following about American currency. First is, whose portrait appears on the $20 bill?
Jackson.
Andrew Jackson, yes. Whose portrait appears on the $100 bill?
Benjamin Franklin.
Correct. Since 2010, what is depicted on the reverse of a penny?
The shield.
Judges, we will accept that. The Union Shield. State where the U.S. Gold Depository is located.
Fort Knox.
We're looking for the state.
New York.
It's in Kentucky. President whose portrait appears on the nickel.
No, that's him. Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Yeah. Native American whose portrait appears on the $1 coin.
Sacagawea.
Correct. What does e pluribus unum mean?
All for one.
Judges are saying no. Out of many, one, or from many, one. Okay. Whose portrait appears on the dime?
Oh, was it?
John Adams.
Franklin Roosevelt, FDR. I heard it. All right, good job on your category. Kecoughtan, it will either be Latin phrases or beaches. Owen, what would you and your team like to play?
We'd like beaches, please.
All right, in what state would you find the following beaches? The first is Rehoboth.
Pass.
That would be Delaware. Myrtle Beach.
Oh, South Carolina.
Correct. Cape Hatteras.
Maryland.
That would be North Carolina. Ocean City.
New Jersey. Is it? New Jersey.
That would be Maryland. Waikiki.
Hawaii.
Correct. Daytona Beach.
Florida.
Correct. Venice Beach.
Sure. California.
Correct. Montauk Beach.
Pass.
That's New York. Seabright Beach.
Florida.
New Jersey. And finally, Galveston Beach.
Oh, Texas.
That is correct. And good job on your category as well. I think we need to travel to beaches more. Up next, another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Trinity Episcopal School with 85 points and our team from Kecoughtan High School with 45 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. But first, a reminder to our teams, you do lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team then has the chance to answer. There is no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go with another toss-up. In Major League Baseball, where do relief pitchers warm up before, Matthew?
The bullpen.
Correct, before entering the game. This term is used to designate religious writings included as books of the Bible by some groups but not by others. Name this term derived from ancient Greek and meaning of doubtful authorship. Jason.
Sacrilege?
That is incorrect. Trinity? That would be apocryphal or apocryphal. Spell apocryphal. Matthew.
APOCHRAFUL.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan, want to give it a shot? Sasha?
EPOCRIFIAL.
That is also incorrect. It's APOCRYPHAL, apocryphal. The recipient of the 1938 Nobel Prize for Physics was honored shortly before his death by having an element named for him. What is... Owen.
Albert Einstein.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Trinity. What is this element with an atomic number 100 and symbol FM? Matthew?
Francium.
It's actually fermium, named for Enrico Fermi. You may need your pencil and paper. What is the product of 12 squared? Charlie?
144.
Correct. Julius Caesar was assassinated on the Ides of March in 44 BC. The Ides of March falls on what date? Matthew?
March 15th.
Correct. This was the first official U.S. national holiday. It was designated by presidential proclamation in October 1789 by George Washington. What holiday is it? Charlie?
Christmas.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan? Owen?
Independence Day.
It's actually Thanksgiving.
Oh.
How many stocks does the Dow Jones average currently consist of? Matthew?
1,200.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan? Sasha?
100.
It's actually just 30 companies.
Oh, wow.
You may need your pencil and paper. 3x plus 2y equals 22. Solve for x if y equals 2. Matthew?
6.
That is correct. When a certain mathematical operation is performed on 1 over x, the result is the natural log of x. What is the operation? Sasha?
The antiderivative.
That is incorrect. Trinity? The operation is called integration. King Edward III paid this man's ransom following his capture at the Battle of Rheims. Name this author who created the three... Owen.
Chaucer.
Geoffrey Chaucer is correct. Virginia Avenue, Vintner Avenue, and Marvin Gardens are properties in what classic? Matthew.
Monopoly.
Correct. It comes in about 300 varieties, 20 of which are edible. Part of the lily family, this plant lives 8 to 10 years. Name this vegetable. The most common varieties are green, white, and purple colored. Jason.
Cabbage.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Trinity. It's an excellent source of vitamin K and folic acid. Sam.
Onion.
It's actually asparagus. What 2012 superhero film was the first in Hollywood history to make more than $100 million? Matthew.
The Avengers.
Correct, in its first week of release. With only 300 warriors in 1877, he evaded, defeated, and escaped numerous battles with superior forces of the U.S. cavalry. Named as chief of the Nez Perce Indians who surrendered only 30 miles from his goal, the Canadian border. Owen.
Oh, Crazy Horse.
That is incorrect. Trinity. Matthew.
Geronimo.
It was actually Chief Joseph. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead and we'll double the point value. Please stay tuned to see which team is today's winner here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores as we head now into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Trinity Episcopal School with 145 points, and our team from Kecoughtan High School with 35 points. And for this final toss-up round, the point score for correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish reading the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. Neurons are insulated by a sheath of what fatty substance? That is, Matthew.
Myosin.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Kecoughtan. Neurons are insulated by a sheath of what fatty substance that is produced in part by Schwann cells? Owen?
Gray matter.
It's actually called myelin. In English, the term bourgeoisie is used to describe the middle class. Spell bourgeoisie. Sasha?
Bougie. Ouise.
That is incorrect. Trinity? Matthew R?
Bourgeoise.
That is also incorrect. It's Bourgeoisie, bourgeoisie. In order to reduce the number of fires and electrocutions due to lightning strikes, which famous American invented? Matthew.
Benjamin Franklin.
He invented the lightning rod, yes. What is the term for injecting high-pressure liquid into subterranean rocks in order to force fissures and extract oil or gas? Owen.
Fracking.
Correct. In 1828, the first Native American newspaper was established in New Echota, Georgia by what tribal nation? Charlie.
The Cherokee.
That is correct. All right, teams, watch the monitor for a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And again, you must wait until this question is complete before buzzing in.
What was the name of the series of laws passed by the British Parliament in 1767 that imposed taxes on imports of glass, paper, paint, and tea?
Jason.
Stamp Act.
That is incorrect. Trinity? Charlie?
The Sugar Axe.
Actually called the Townsend Acts.
Townsend Axe.
Identify the Mexican-Spanish word, possibly from the French for marriage, designating a strolling instrument band or music in Mexico. Matthew.
Mariachi.
Correct. What is the name of the chemical compound H2O2? Matthew.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Correct. Dalton Trumbo's novel, Johnny Got His Gun, Ernest Hemingway's A Farewell to Arms, and Eric Maria Remarque's All Quiet on the Western Front are all set. Matthew.
World War I.
Correct. During which war? While searching for the 7 cities of Cibola in the 1540s, this Spaniard explored the American Southwest and was one of the first Europeans to view the Grand Canyon. Who was the Spanish explorer? Jason.
Vasco da Gama.
That is incorrect. Trinity? Matthew?
Francisco Pizarro.
That is incorrect. It was Francisco Coronado. Which Major League Baseball team featuring Clayton Kershaw, Matthew,
The Dodgers.
won the 2024 World Series? Yes. What is the term for a landmass bordered on three sides by water? Owen.
Peninsula.
Correct. The national dish of Austria is Wiener Schnitzel, and to be called that, it must be made from what type of meat? Owen.
Veal.
Correct. The majority of clarinets have bodies built from what material? Jason.
Wood.
Correct. More specifically, African blackwood. A mellivorous bird dines chiefly on what? Matthew.
Insects.
That is incorrect. Kecoughtan. Jason.
Fish.
It's actually honey or nectar. Which future president served as the nation's first Secretary of State? Matthew.
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Known as the denim capital of Africa, this country produces Levi's and Wrangler jeans. Name this nation whose government declared a state of disaster after the U.S. imposed massive import taxes and has a capital city of Maseru. Matthew.
Lesotho.
Correct. Only 8 National Basketball Association players have scored over 30,000 points in a career. Which 2 of those are still playing? Sasha.
LeBron James.
2. We need 2 names.
Pass.
Matthew?
LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
That is correct. And that buzzer is the end of our match. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow along at Battle of the Brains on social media. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Maggie Walker Governor School playing against students from James River High School. Don't miss the action.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on in this season's competition. Ending the match with a final score of 115 points, our team from Kecoughtan High School. Great job today by Jason, Owen, Sasha, and Michaela. Congratulations on making it this far in Battle of the Brains, and have a great rest of your school season. Our winners today with a final score of 315 points, our team from Trinity Episcopal School. Congratulations to Sam, Matthew, Charlie, and Matthew. And we'll see you in round 2 here on Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along. We'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Goodbye.